Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Delilah Rose. This is Delilah's Spiritual Spot, coming with my series Tarots and Villains. So it's been a little while. We last spoke to Maleficent, and so today we are doing Cruella de Vil, who, unlike other Disney character villains, does not have any special powers. She's just mean, right? So if you are familiar with the character, she in the Disney film from 1961, I believe, she's an older woman who's obsessed with fashion, obsessed with furs. It's also implied, right, in the novel that she's demonic, right? Because she mentions that it's never too warm for her, and she has everyone sweltering. She has a fire on in these furs, and she's obsessed with the Dalmatian fur, and that's why she's stealing the dogs. And so in the new adaptation, she is young Cruella, where we see how she develops her character from a younger age. And that is who I'm going to speak to. I'm speaking to a younger Cruella who's going to come in for a tarot card reading. So here we have young Cruella present herself. And in my imagination, she's a little bit spoiled. She's a little bit arrogant. And she is coming in to see when she's going to dominate, not if, right? Because it's that young dominance thing that's happening here. So I'm gonna pull her a couple of oracle cards, and it's so funny that she has, a coyote spirit, which is a dog. So coyote spirit says trust in divine detours. So her road to her world domination, or domination in the fashion world, it's not going to be easily paved. So we know that she is going to have to do things, and she does do things in the film. Even though I haven't seen it, I did read the plot. She does things with criminals to get to where she's going. And then she does have the cow spirit, that miracles are endless. See, Cruella has a choice. She can either do things the proper way, because she does have passion, she does have talent, or do things the evil way. So we see that she's a gifted person, and that she has the potential to make miracles happen and to use her power. And unfortunately, she's going to use her power for evil. But let's just get into the tarot card reading. So young Cruella's here, and I'm annoyed. But so happens is that I picked up the perfect tarot for her, which is the Dog Tarot. Something told me that this woman needed this type of energy. So let's get into the shuffle here. So I'm asking her, I'm like, hey C, what are you looking for? What do you want to know? And in her arrogance, she's like, when is it gonna happen? Because she's like, I already know this. I already have talent. Yeah. But when is it going to happen? Because I want it now. So let's see what advice the tarot gives to her in terms of her question, right? So let's just get into it. So I'm going to pull a past, present, and future for her. A little something different. Yes. So she has the Ace of Wands here, so that definitely is potential for you, Cruella. We do see that you are talented, that you have your passions, you have your creativity, you have the inspiration and the urge to create. She has the Hanged Man here. So Cruella, you have the passion, you have the energy. You are a talented person, you have the drive to make things happen. The Hanged Man is telling you to, we need to look at things from a different perspective. Going about things the wrong way is not the move for you. It's, we want to do things in the correct way, and it's just telling you to look at things differently. Don't react with spontaneity. You want to think about things. We have the Empress spirit. Here is again wanting to create her world, wanting to create, her fashion, her empire. The drive and desire is there, but how to get there is what's in question, right? Now, very important here. If you do the wrong things in the wrong way, Cruella, here we have the Tower moment. It's not going to work out, because, it's karmic. Like, if you put out that bad energy, you got to expect to get some in return. Yes, you have that drive for success, but at what cost? And because you have the Hangman here in your present, you need to look at things from a different perspective, because in your past, this type of energy has not worked. It's always crashed down on you. In our present position here, you also have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant represents dogmatic or religious upbringing. So Cruella has an upbringing, right? And I haven't seen the film. I don't even know this is the case. But just based on the tarot cards, she has that dogmatic, traditional, conventional upbringing of conformity. She wants to be different. You want to be different. You want to strike out into the world, Cruella. You want to do things your way. It's telling you to, again, look at things from a different perspective, because going about it the way you want to is not going to work out well for you. In your future, I mean, if you do things differently, you're going to be able to create and make miracles happen for yourself. But, you have to do it with the right intention, because this is not going to work well for you. And this is also representing here. The way to get to your success is through hard work. It's not through shortcuts. It's not through criminal activity. It's not through you taking things. You really need to step back and work on, yourself again, and do things the right way, that Hierophant, traditional way of going about things. You have the Four of Swords here, and that tells you, again, you need to rest and relax, because all of this energy is going to manifest more negativity. So we need to bring it back down and take a step back and maybe sleep on things, versus just going after anything and everything you want all willy-nilly. Here in our future position, if you take the advice given here, I mean, you do have the Six of Pentacles, and that's give and take, right? It's charity. It's doing things in balance, right, to get to where you're going. You just want to be a taker in this, and that's not going to work out well for you. Let's just do some more cards here, because I like where this is going. So Cruella, again, when I talked about balance, here we have the Temperance card. You are off balance, which is telling me that you kind of probably have some type of anxiety or mental illness going on, where you're emotionally off balance, and we need to bring that back, right? Because in your actions is represented here, that off balance or off kilter feeling, which we see here because you have the black and white hair going on. So there's a little bit of a duality about you. You might be a little bit bipolar or schizophrenic. Here you have the Page of Swords. Again, this is you with the drive, right? Drive is wonderful when it's in the positive, right? If you go too much in the dark, it's not going to turn out well for you. I mean, these cards are really amazing for Cruella, and for not even seeing the film. Here in the future, you have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is about self-defense. It's about competition. And we understand that you are defensive because, of your upbringing. You want what you want when you want it. So, competition is good. Competition is not good when you bring out your evil or dark side. If you're working in the light, it's all positive. Cruella, you have a lot to think about here. At the bottom of the deck, you still have the Two of Pentacles, and this again is about balance. It's about financial balance. right? Give and take, charity. We keep going back to you because you're off kilter. Get some help, Cruella. You're still young, and I hope you come back to me when you mature a little bit. And thank you for joining me on my series, Tarot and Villains. I'm Delilah Rose. This is Delilah's Spiritual Spot.